We're going to do a different type of video today on this 2021 Supra 2.0. The 2.0 model of the Supra was a new version of the Supra for the 2021 model year. When the Supra was reintroduced for 2020, it featured a 3-liter inline 6 provided by BMW. In fact, this is largely based on the BMW Z4 platform. But in 2021, they added a new engine, a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Another engine also brought to you by BMW. It's a great engine. You can find it kind of, that 2-liter turbo is a workhorse engine for a variety of BMW products, all the way from the X1, X2, X3, X4. I think it was even the base engine in the X5. They used it in the 1 Series, the 2 Series, the 3 Series, the 4 Series. I think it was also the base engine for a while in the 5 Series. So BMW has a great track record of making fantastic engines, and this 4-cylinder engine that's turbocharged is no exception. Outputs 250 horsepower. This is a one-owner clean Carfax Supra, beautiful shape inside and out. Right now it's got 13,921 miles. It's got the safety and technology package. So I have a blind spot warning, adaptive cruise control. I got a navigation system on it. We also have a drive mode selector here. You have this button, and you press it and it can make changes like to the steering effort, throttle sensitivity, things like that. Also make a little bit of a change to the exhaust system. So even though the Supra is based on the Z4 platform, Toyota does a great job engineering it. So they have their own style, their own flavor to it. So really, you have to look really closely to see some of the BMW DNA. You can look at the, the HVAC controls or radio controls, the gear selector, things like that. Those are definitely BMW. But aside from that, it has its own style. And where the BMW Z4 is only available in a convertible or retractable hardtop convertible, the Supra is exclusively a hardtop. Amazing handling. I don't know if it's still the case, but when the Supra first came out, it was the shortest wheelbase, widest track vehicle that you could buy. Love the exhaust. This actually has an aftermarket exhaust on it. It kind of livens things up a little bit. Has more of a tuner look. Instead of having the stock dual exhaust, it's kind of a single exhaust outlet with a kind of a bigger pipe on it. Really sounds nice. I like the way it snaps, crackles, and pops. You let off the throttle. Excellent brakes. You got a little bit. You get aggressive downshifting as well when you have it in sport mode. This has an 8-speed automatic transmission, the same 8-speed automatic transmission you find in a lot of BMW products. A fantastic transmission, and it's pretty comfortable. Even though it's a small car, I'm 6'2". I have a pretty good amount of interior space in here. Considering how small it is, my head's not anywhere from close to hitting the ceiling. It's obviously a smaller car. It's a car that you kind of wear, but that's also the beauty of it. It's small, it's nimble. I feel like I have control over everything. I have good visibility, good situational awareness. And we have these paddle shifters as well in the steering wheel, so you can take control of the 8 forward gears. And I like how it matches revs when you downshift. It has downshift rev matching, so it's not as jerky. Really a great sounding vehicle as well. Let's roll down the window and we can hear some of that lovely 4-cylinder turbo music. Obviously the 6-cylinder, it's a lot faster, but this thing is no slouch by any means. 0 to 60, I think it's a little under 5 seconds, 4.8 seconds to be exact, which is about the same 0 to 60 as the previous generation Supra, which is considered a, you know, way ahead of its time as far as performance numbers go. And that featured a 320 horsepower inline six, but this has a 250, you know, horsepower turbocharged 4. The transmission really, in the engine, it reacts really nicely, especially in sport mode, to the inputs. As soon as I hit the gas, boom, the transmission downshifts right away, and I'm taking right off. There's not much hesitation. I'm a manual transmission fan, so a lot of times, you know, when I drive cars like this, I would prefer a manual, but automatic transmissions are so good now, they actually give you better performance and better fuel efficiency than manuals before. You know, 20, 30 years ago, it was the other way around. So obviously some people are kind of purists, like manuals. I do too, but there's no manual available in the Supra. I don't think they'll ever offer one again, unfortunately, but this is a great transmission with the steering wheel paddle shifters. It's still a lot of fun. All right. A nice little curvy road here. It's a little bit bouncy, but let's see how this thing handles. Yeah, steering input's awesome. Woo. Yeah, this thing is absolutely planted. Absolute joy to drive around the corners. Very confident, inspiring, very communicative steering. You know, it's a car that you feel a little bit more comfortable pushing it to the limits. This thing's an absolute hoot. So much fun. And it's just instant, the steering is wonderful. I mean, it's just instant response. Woo. Yeah. If you happen to own a Supra, if you buy your Supra, once you take delivery of it, immediately find the curviest road as possible and take it through its paces. You know, I'm not really even pushing it that hard, but this is just so much fun. It's like an oversized go-kart. And I'm already, I gave some room, but I'm already catching up to these people in front of me. Man, what an awesome car. I've driven a few of these Supras, but I haven't had a chance to take one on a really curvy road like this, and I am very pleasantly surprised. Probably one of the better handling cars I've driven in a while. Also have traffic sign recognition, which is nice. Kind of reminding you where the speed limit is, which is important in a vehicle like this. You know, just keeping it real. It might be a little bit more of a target for law enforcement than a, you know, like a Ford Taurus. And this Supra does have a wrap on it. It's the stock color is red, and it has a red wrap on it, but the paint has a little bit of a sparkle to it. It's really cool, but obviously if it's something that you're not crazy about, the wrap is removable. And with only 13,000 miles, I'm sure the wrap's done a great job protecting the paint underneath. So I'm sure if we take the wrap off, the paint should be virtually new underneath. Well, thanks for taking a spin for me in this 2021 Supra 2.0. A lot of fun. We have some great promotions going on right now. Complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this on our car hauler. We can tow it to you. So over our mobile delivery service, this beautiful Supra can be all yours without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon.